Hello everyone and welcome to another Petite Cup du Jour, where we have two maps that we alternate between in a Cup of the Day style elimination format. Two very short maps. I know I said last week that I wasn't going to make it a regular thing for me to record these, but I wanted to record one more this week because of who the mappers are. We've got the two best players of the game, some controversy. Some people are arguing otherwise. But justMaki and Kernkob, they have each made one short map for this, and they have also, as you can see in the mapper name, they have decoed each other's maps, which is a cool little addition. So Maki and Kern, not only arguably the two best players in the game, also probably the two most experienced map makers in the game. I'm not sure if there's anyone with more time in the level editor than these two. So both of them know how to make really good maps. It also means that neither of them can actually play this competition, which could make for some interesting competition, actually. I was wrongly accused of choosing to record today because I thought it meant I could win. That is not the reason behind me doing this. It's just that I think it will be very fun today. Two mappers that I really enjoy their maps, except for the amount of outer tube I'm already experiencing. Plus the fact that, yeah, maybe I have a slightly better chance to win today, but that was not the sole reason for me recording this. The thing with the alternating maps in this format, with the elimination format rather than something like a top-out format, is that you do have to be pretty good on both maps if you want to survive, and already I'm a little concerned about this outer tube. I'm sure I can get it down with time, but this is proving to be a problem for me so far. Did get it pretty good that time. So this is Maki's layout with Kernkob decoing. Honestly, feels kind of like a Kern layout. I don't know if that was intentional, but I do think this feels like a Kernkob track. There wouldn't be any way to, like, low jump to the right side, would there? This is the final checkpoint, also. That's, like, really early in the track for a final checkpoint. So I don't think you could, like... Maybe you could inner and then, like, underflip. It's also interesting that this would be the final checkpoint, because, like... Could you jump this way? I think that just loses time. I want to see if that inner into underflip is actually a real thing, though. Author times are going to be very strong. Also, Maki and Kernkob are... I mean, they're very good players, but they also notoriously have very strong author times. So the 22.29, I'm not really expecting people to be getting in this competition. I'm not sure. I don't know about that. It seems hard to actually get underneath that wall, right? Not to mention risky, because it's going to be 70-second rounds, which means you're only going to get 2 attempts at the ending, probably. Ah! So with Petite Cup, because they're shorter maps, we do have very short rounds also, so it's still similar to Cup of the Day in that you're going to get enough time for 2 or more runs on a track, but it feels so much faster, and I do think that matters a little bit when it comes to the stress of trying to get a run in Petite Cup, because it very quickly goes from there being time for multiple runs to there not being time at all. Sturbin leading, not too far off at the author time. Clowny, Quick Racer, and Bry also looking pretty fast here. I don't see Clowny in many competitions, but they're usually very fast, so they might be interesting to watch. With Maki out of it today, I would say the main people we'd be looking at that are like normal Petite Cup players and potential winners are Quick Racer, Jake Adjacent, and Sturbin, and myself. So the second map here, Kernkob layout, Maki Deco. Very similar theme already. Oh dear. Kind of the icy theme, except I don't think there's any ice on the track. Not yet, at least. Strange winds here. Not the intended way to do this. I'm gonna get speed checked. Okay, so I'm probably not going to do very good at this track. I'm already predicting. Oh, I see there were guidelines there. That went fine, actually, with me not using the guidelines. A little tiny strip of ice that you have to cross over. 19.6 is the author time again. I'm not expecting anybody to get close to that. These jumps are difficult. What's going on with the wind also? I'm not sure if I can tell. There's a specific... It looks like it's blowing in this direction, so away from that wall. I don't know how much that's actually impacting the driving, though. It depends where those fans are placed. Okay, so everyone's doing that wide setup. It was a nice smooth landing, though. Oh, that went worse as I got closer to the guidelines. Maybe if I followed them more closely. No, it really didn't work for me. Oh, that was not a great jump. This map is really hard. I actually had better luck doing a lower jump like that. I think it's going to lose me some speed, so I did slam into the ground on landing. That's a more consistent way of doing it, but you do lose the speed that way. Okay, that was a nice landing. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. Then a little bit wide. I want a late apex there so that you don't crash into the wall as I did on my previous 2 runs. Only puts me 8th though. Again, Sturbin in the lead. Oh, those are intangible. Some of these rocks on the ground are. Nice low jumps. This is one of those tracks where you want to do the jumps like in such a way that the game doesn't even make sound when you land. That's how you know you've done it cleanly. Okay, I'm liking this ending too, the more I'm getting used to it. I am just generally not very comfortable on transitional jump maps though, which is the brunt of this track. Wondering if there's a better line at the beginning here. Like that. That's probably better than what I've been doing. Oh yeah, that's way better. Ah, you really have to be pointed to the right, though. Final run in warm-ups. Like, get to the left side of the track and then get moving a little bit to the right so that you actually make the next turn. Not quite a PB, very close. So Sterbin leads both maps, getting sub 20 seconds on this one. Significant lead. Clowny second on both maps. Jake adjacent, I expect to be good. Alright, so 3 players eliminated, 35 players in the lobby, bottom 3 get eliminated for the first bunch of rounds. This map I actually feel fine on. It's really just the outer tube that is a problem. And I think I've gotten consistent enough. Definitely recommend first person. Okay, the inner is bad though. Not going to be the best speeds. I was steering a little bit too much at the start. And then let's just play it safe. Don't even get too close to the inside, because this is my only attempt at the finish. Very tight on time there. Let's see, is that going to be better? Yeah, it's even speed with my personal best. That checkpoint, I think it's going to look weird because of where you hit it. Yeah, it's still pretty even with PB. So I can go faster on that for sure, which is definitely going to matter because I am 25 thousandths of a second away from gaining 5 places. Decent number of DNFs actually. That's 6 DNFs, not counting the mapper. And I imagine there's going to be some DNFs on this track too, because this is tough. Although this being the second track, maybe it gets saved from a big DNF number. That's not ideal, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm down 10 speed, but the time split was okay there, so I only lost 3/10 in total. Ooh, okay. Thought that was going to be too low, but that was fine. Okay, this is a much better run. Third place at the moment. Quick Racer leading right now. 6 without a time. There is going to be more than 3 DNFs here. So looks like 4 DNFs this time. So still more DNFs than projected number of eliminations. But like I said, that is a hard track, and when the hard track is in the second part too, that can make it interesting with the DNF numbers. This beginning is difficult to optimize because you want to steer as little as possible for the sake of speed conservation. But then you don't want to be falling out of that first tube section either. The inside half-pipe section, not to be confused with the outer tube section. And then don't get an inner. Shouldn't be too bad. I can kind of see my right front wheel there, so shouldn't be getting into an inner if I'm paying attention. Nice time dry, 22.553. I think that's too high, yeah, so I just lose speed, so I'm not going to have time for another run, but very far to the right at the beginning is what you want, so that you're basically not even turning, just letting the road do all of the turning for you there. I'm not really sure, yeah, that was too much steering, right, because I'm down a little bit there. Everybody gets a time in this round. Oh, another tie down there with Aguahir and Ronan. 23.700. a little bit of a quip, but is that okay? It's not too bad. I'll just take a safe run. It might be personal best. How did I not hit that? Is that intangible? Or did I just get, like, crazy lucky? Now I have to test if that wall is intangible, because that actually means a lot if it is. I mean, it can't be. They wouldn't have made that mistake. Yeah, it's very tangible. Now Maki's making fun of me on stream for driving into the wall at the end. I'm sure of it. That was intentional, Maki. Crashed into the wall. Okay, still improved on the time I had. Jake adjacent with a good time in this round. 3 DNFs again on this map, so yeah, this is the more challenging map. It's because it's transitional jumps and it's just really hard to get clean landings. Or sometimes landings at all. Is this good? Not really, and there's not time for 3 runs. It's like 2 runs plus 20 seconds, so I think it's good to take early resets here. That's also a bad split, which surprises me a little bit. It's bad speed splits, but for some reason the time isn't going down. Nice inside line. Just watch the right front tire. I think that's the key there. You shouldn't be getting an inner if you're paying attention. Oh, got an inner there. Is that better? No, it's not, and I don't have time to finish this run. I want practice on this map, though. There is an ideal in-between, where you're, like, not turning too much, so you're not losing speed, but also you're turning enough to avoid, like, just weird bounces and stuff, which tends to happen at the beginning. I'm struggling to match my PB speeds in that first couple transitions. Quick Racer in the lead here. It really seems to be Quick Racer, Clowny, Jake Adjacent, Sterbin, like the common top 4 in pretty much every round. The order is changing, but they seem to be the top 4, and I'm not too surprised. That's who we would expect. Yeah, that was too far to the right. That was too bad, because that was a really clean start. Final round of the 3 eliminations here, the round of 15. Oh, that was too low. This map just a couple seconds shorter than the other one, but it does mean there's time for 3 runs, I think. Which is fine, because I'm not capable of finishing 3 runs consecutively on this map anyway. Maybe not, actually. It's really tight. Because I started that run before people got finishes. Not the greatest landing, but... okay. Very bad landing. I will get through just because other people are struggling on this map more than I was. Microwaves, I think, hit the inside wall. Sterbin just barely survives, so one of the favorites barely squeaking through in 12th, as Bri, Microwaves, Victor get eliminated. 2 eliminations now for the next few rounds. Petite Cup goes by so fast. It's almost hard to notice. Like, I think it's different when I'm casually playing than when I'm recording like I am now. I'm used to normal Cup of the Day pacing when I'm recording. Ooh, okay, that was risking being too far to the left on the final jump, but that's a good run. Personal best for me. Currently leading, although it's not a incredible time on GTR just yet. Okay, that was a bad outer tube setup. I'm resetting while I still have time to, potentially. Not actually sure if I get to finish this run or not. Okay, getting decent speed splits at the beginning now. Yeah, that was not a great ending. Yeah, and I did not have anywhere near enough time, apparently. Nice time, Clowny, for this round. Sterben just behind also. Look at all of those low point fives. It's insane. Denkar and Benji, the eliminations, just outside of the top 10. Oh, okay, just barely got away with that. That was a clean transition also. This could be PB pace. I think I overturned. Yeah, okay, so this is not quite PB pace. That was scary. I thought I was hitting that wall. 0.3 is my PB. Wow. Okay, way too wide. Otherwise, this would have been... Oh, it still is PB by a good margin. Oh, and yeah, it is like just barely 3 runs if you have fast resets and fast runs, which I don't actually think I get. Not with these landings. Alex and Meryl in trouble. Neither of them at the finish. Quick Racer doesn't get this map, so that probably means he gets world record next time we're on it. But for now, he just barely squeaks through, just like Sterben last time on this map. Okay, that's pretty good. PB pace for the beginning, but it's this outer tube that is so much of my struggles on this map. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest outer tube. It still might be PB just because I'm close enough to the end for that to not matter too much. Yeah, it was personal best. And leading again. Wow. Hey, too low. I was very aggressive there. Clowny and Quick Racer needing times. Too high of an oscillation. I think that actually came out of my time split more than my speed split. Still no times from Clowny and Quick Racer. Here come both of them. And... oh, that was the wrong person I was watching, but both of them do snipe. Clowny is not enough, though. Clowny passed Ping, but then got sniped back by Quick Racer, who took the win in this round. I'm turning off players specifically for loading speed, because a faster load-in might be the difference between 2 and 3 full runs on this map. Let me see. It's decent, I guess. Running out super wide there is not too big of a deal because you really do need the late apex for the last corner. Ideally, you'd like to not make the track longer than it has to be, but it's not too bad to run wide at the end. Okay, and that is a crash. I should be safe with that time, but that is second place right now. Not the greatest landing. It still might be a decent run. Now I am just down, and I really messed that up. Quick Racer in trouble again. Does he still not get this map? Nope. I expected what he says. Just barely Quick Racer behind Sterben. And me taking the win in this round. As Quick Racer gets eliminated. So the people that I said were, you know, kind of the main 4 in this cup are starting to drop out. First Clowny, then Quick Racer. And it was Sterben and Jake that were the other bottom 2 in that round. I'm getting pretty consistent times on this map. They're not exactly blowing me away, but they're consistent. It's just this outer tube. That was pretty solid this time. Personal best? It was, yeah. I think it was a 4.6 last time. The -1 speed is bad, even if the split is green, and I have time to reset. Yeah, this is better. Such a strange outer tube. 465, very close to the previous run I had. And me gets eliminated this time. The only person not in the .4s. Pretty crazy times on this map. I said it last week when I was recording too, but Petite Cup has a way of having some round, usually around here, top 5, top 6, where suddenly the times are just so unbelievable. And it's like, it's kind of crazy the time that gets eliminated. That was the round right there. Not getting 3 complete runs on this track, but that's probably fine. I probably should be focused more on getting 2 with the generous resets. Yeah, I didn't think I had the angle. Okay, I might just be getting 1 then. 0.2, so pretty close to PB already is what I would need. It is the 4th place round, which is never a good sign for me. Ow! I thought I was landing at that time. That might have been too safe. Yeah, I'm out. 4th place, as expected. The Petite Cup Special, and the Normal Cup Special, and pretty much every competition special. But Petite Cup was kind of the birthplace of the forever 4th curse. That was tough. Needed personal best, basically, and I took the ending 2 inside because I knew that that needed to be faster than what I had done previously. Jobra, Jake adjacent, Sturbin, the top 3. All on their first run still. Oh, Jobra hit this on the inside. Didn't know that was a possibility. Sturbin leads after the first runs at 0.30. Is very fast. That is world record. Very close to the author time set by justMaki. Jake and Sturbin on their second runs are reset from Sturbin, and Jobra is giving himself 1 chance. Jake adjacent with a very minor improvement. And Jobra is not going to beat that, already knows it, just from the first checkpoint. So Sturbin and Jake adjacent to the finals. 2 of the regular suspects in Petite Cup. Sturbin looking super fast recently. Jake has been too. I would say 2 more recent players that have become like consistent finals threats. Both improving a lot in the last few months. Jake adjacent versus Sturbin. This map for the finals. This is an interesting finals map because I do think it is the harder of the 2. It is more precise. I actually like seeing this map in the finals. Sturbin crashes into the wall, but might as well complete the run. At this point, 20.4. Not amazing. Let's see if Jake adjacent has a cleaner ending. He does. 19.9. Not quite the world record. Jake does have the record of a 0.8. Not very close to Kern's author time at all. Sturbin needs this run. Final attempt from Sturbin. Jake adjacent. Just enough time as well. Oh, but he's not going to need it because he already has the win. Sturbin underjumps the first of the main jumps. Jake underjumps the second, but Jake does have the win in this Petite Cup. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to join Petite Cup yourself, I will link the CSC Discord in the description below. Lots of events in there, including PC DJ every Wednesday. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.